Yo, what up, guys? Today I'm gonna show everyone kind of a tutorial how to craft all the items for my build, since pretty a pretty highly recommended thing, and I feel like it's a lot easier than people think. So I mean, let's just get into it. The chest. I mean, there's basically the two options, right? So let's say you can have prefix fracture, or obviously you can have suffix fracture. Prefix fracture is like really bad in my opinion. So like you're gonna almost always want to do this. Let me do this. Like obviously you want it to be 22, but you fracture this. Then all you're gonna do is here, right? Let's regal it. You're gonna dense fossil it. And then basically you're gonna try to hit, I mean here, right here, this is almost, then all you have to do is like you have to null this off, like for sake of this not taking 10 years, you'd have to null this off basically. And then you can either normal exalt or eldritch exalt. Like basically you're just gonna try to hit. Oh, I mean, okay, like sometimes you just have the crazy luck, right? And then all you have to do then from here is you eater, and then you just basically exalt the null until you hit int. You can obviously block, but boom, boom. Resist is gonna have the highest weighting, so I'm here for the sake of make this just like craft some random resist. I guess that doesn't work, but you're just basically gonna exalt a null. And obviously eventually you're gonna do that and you're gonna hit int. Like let's say T2. Let's say this is a settler's chest. And then you just follow that up with this right here. Where is it? 6% attributes. And you just craft this on. Boom, done. So that's a really easy one. Obviously, another thing you can do is if you have a prefix fractured, you can do that, but it's a lot worse because you basically you have to int essence for suppression, and then you just eldritch the other two, which you can do. It's like it's not that much more expensive, like probably, but that's the other option. So that's that. And let's get to the helm. In my opinion, if you're gonna do the helm, you probably want this fractured, unless you're doing a mana reserve helm. Then, if you want to do mana reserve helm, every time you're gonna want to fracture this. So, this is the easier one, because basically you can just int until you hit one, and then exalt the other. The mana reserve one, like let's say you want to make this one. Here, it's perfect to find that. So you fracture this, and then all you do is you choose dense fossils. It's like pretty much all the items are the same. You're dense fossiling for like, and then you just like you're slamming, which obviously like you're not gonna go on this right here, like right here. We maybe got T2, so then you try doing all this, and then you just try to exalt it on. Maybe in all this exalt, and all this exalt. The best block on this is mana. If you're gonna like, oops. And then it's the same thing. Once you get the prefixes, you're just gonna like eldritch for the suffixes. Alternatively, you can also like press essence for one or two of these and then slam, but I prefer just dense fossil. Basically just dense fossil till you get like, yeah, let's try to like hit what I would say is good. You're like right here, I mean, this is like, I mean, you could keep this, like each eldritch currency. You could obviously do this, boom, lesser ichor, and then you just press exalt. Depending on like what you want as the two suffixes, you could double slam too, and then making chaos. Like here, you'd probably just block resist. Right? Where's crafted mods? Block like strength, boom, slam. And then you can remove the craft, and then you can null, slam, null, slam. And that's how you just do that for you get int. You could also technically do this two-way here. But like depending on it always depends on essence prices, because if essences are cheap, like I don't mind doing this, like essence for an int and try to slam. Like if you do something like that. That makes sense. There's that. Boots, in my opinion. So, I mean, there's like two different variations of boots. Here, wait. This is the one I have, which is like no movement speed. But you also can do it another, like you can do it without, you can just go for movement speed. You basically just want the flat ES, the percent ES, and then you want movement speed. But these are also very easy. You just get fracture. Let's say you get fracture this. Oh, here, wait, let's see. Boom, boom. Compress int essence. You're gonna just int essence. Okay, there we already got a resist. I mean, you probably wouldn't want the second resist, so you'd try to annul this. And then you could just Eldritch Currency the prefixes, which boom. And like you'd probably block mana here, right? Let me see, waiting. 12, 9, yeah, it's mana. So I thought it's like sometimes different the mana. So you block mana, boom, slam. And then like you basically just slam with Eldritch Currency. Sell this, wherever it is. I mean, here's like, and then here, there's like two options once you get to this point, right? You could technically go for like a YOLO slam. If you want 3 energy shield, you have to go for like the YOLO slam, of course, but another way, I mean, you can obviously YOLO slam movement speed. But you could also like, this is like slightly expensive, but you can do like you can either suffix or prefix can't be changed, and then you can just press one of these, failed exalt, and hope you get. Here, like, let's do it again. Of course, it's like other. If you hit a veiled prefix, it's like, oh, I guess we lost the thing, but you can get like, let's say 30% movement speed, 100% chilled if you want movement speed. Obviously, you'd have to not lose the tier 1 increased DS, otherwise you're gonna have to like just do this and pray. But there's the boots. I mean, you can also do it here. I guess I can show the other way too. Unfracture. You could have infractured, and then it's just dense fossil. You basically just dense fossil until you hit like ESES, which obviously you can buy either one. Depends. Or like if you're fracturing yourself, maybe you get one or the other. So I'm trying to show both options. Like some of the methods are definitely way easier than the others. Like, boom, you hit this. I mean, you probably just keep that. Depending on how good a boots you want to make, you just keep something like this, right? Then all you have to do is, like, you should press an Exalted Orb. I mean, there, boom, hit resist. And then you can just craft on, like, say you want to craft on this. Boom, all attributes. Maybe you need suppress. Boom, suppress. GG, easy. So there's the boots. The boots are easy. And then the gloves. In my opinion, you want this always. Like, you want a fractured prefix. Because all you're going to do now is... This is like... I feel like these are really easy. Like, people don't realize how easy these are. The expensive part of gloves usually is like the implicits for me. You're going to just spam... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, that's it. I thought it was tier 1 int for a sec. You just spam this till you hit... You're going to want T1 int and an open suffix, right? Let's say here, I'll show, like, let's show the most complex version. Like, let's say you hit int, and let's say there's a, like, dex on there. You have to obviously annul. Which we missed. But you try to annul off the dex. Then you can just do suffix can't be changed. And then this patch, it's way easier because instead of using a Veiled Exalt, which would be 13 Divines, you can use this, which is 4. And then boom, hit this. And then, I mean, you can go with this, or you can go with the focus attack speed. Either one's good. I actually kind of prefer this one, but my gloves just don't happen to have it. But you can press that, boom. And it's the same as before. Like, boom. And then you literally can just exalt and all. Oh, wait, you can block mana as well, though. Block mana, boom. And you just exalt and all. Obviously, like, maybe you settle on like T2 or something. And obviously, before you annul, you're gonna want to take the crafted mod off. For sake of like, I'm just gonna spam it. The main thing about if you don't have a prefix fracture, like here, let's say you have like, this fractured, right? So you'd like, you're gonna int essence, and then like you have to get this, and then you still, no matter what, you have to just like go like this, and it's really painful. Like you can like block mana, for example. Like here, wait, let's do this. You block mana, right? You like exalt slam again. Oh, go again. Block mana, exalt slam. It's like, it's really painful. Versus like, if you have one of the prefixes, you can just, it's way easier, right? If you have like, if this is fractured, you literally just need to hit one. Like once you hit one, you can just, and you could technically double slam it, but I personally like to just annul exalt because I don't want to have to like hit an annul if I like let's say the second slam, we go like this, right? Then we just have to like press this and pray. Well, of course we hit it, but you definitely can miss it, and then you have to get it again. That's all. Like, and then you just craft that. Basically all. I mean, I can technically show the shield, but I'm not gonna be able to show it with Craft of Exile. I guess here, wait, we can start the shield. So, because a lot of people like crafting this too. So you basically start off. There's a Crusader Exalted Orb. You Crusader Exalted Orb this. Then you scour it. And then now I'm gonna have to tab to my PoE. Then you're gonna use this on it, which is gonna give it memory strands. So then you're maybe gonna slam that, like, I don't know, maybe go for like 50 plus memory strands. And then you craft a random mod. Like, let's say boom each. Oh, oops. I guess that for the sake of here, let's show it for crafted. You can just craft any mod, because basically all you want to do is you're gonna craft a mod, and then it'll make it magic, right? And then you can go to the bestiary. You can do an imprint on it, because like you're gonna have the memory strands, right? So you really want to imprint it, and potentially when you chance orbit with the bench, it could go to a unique item, so you really want this imprint in case that happens. Because obviously if you're like using a 30% base, you're not gonna want to lose it. And also if you like miss at the end, you can start over. But there, boom, boom, you get that. So then you chance orbit. Do they have chance orbs on here? I don't even know. But basically you're gonna chance orbit, so you get it to rare, right? Like, I don't really want to alchemy orbit because you don't actually want to alchemy orbit, but you chance orbit till you get to rare. And then the thing you have to do is you have to use dense fossils, because dense fossils don't use the memory strands. You're basically going to do this. Okay, that was a pretty crazy first dense fossil. And then harvest also doesn't use it, so you can do prefix can't be changed. And then you're going to try to reforge defense. And like, I feel like you don't want to do, oops, wait, I just accidentally clicked it off, but I feel like you want to go with like T1, T1, T2 at worst. Because I did a few of these yesterday because I was trying to hit a perfect shield. I was like I did like a proof of concept type of craft, so I guess I can show it in a sec. So here, like that's, and then all you have to do is you wipe the suffix with prefix can't be changed and scouring orb, right? And then all you do is you can do crafted multi-mod, or you can do this. And then you can actually craft int on. Wait, where is it? Int. Boom. Then you can craft ailment. Right here, boom. And then you can press one of these, and it's gonna eat all the memory strands, and then it can upgrade all these mods. So this can go like, let's say this goes T2, and these can actually go to like T1. I've seen a crafted mod from this go to T1, so, I mean, I guess. There's like this one I have. This is the one I settled on. I'm probably going to try to make another one at some point. Maybe today. Maybe today, tomorrow. But that's basically it. I just want to show how to craft all the items. Because I feel like a lot of people ask for it. And then a lot of people will ask like Simplex Amulet, how do I craft that? And I just think buy it. It's like, it's more hassle than it's worth. And then that's it for the gear. So I feel like that was a pretty, like, I tried to show every way, like, if you have prefix fracture, suffix fracture, usually, like, for budget's sake, prefix fracture is usually the better of the bunch, but you can definitely do either. But, like, a lot of times it's going to be just a frustrating, like, if you're willing to settle on, like, tier 3, you can kind of whatever, but I feel like if you're not willing to settle, there's just, it's, like, really nice to have one of the prefixes fractured always, like, a... But other than that, if you have any other questions, let me know. I can answer any questions you have. GG.